terrible. I could jump right back into the blood clot conversation.
A whole lot. If you check the UK border, the UK
Patrol.
border, you see he travels a whole lot to Jamaica, the same country he claims he's running from.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what area he lives in? Obviously,
he lives in South London. He has a business called Brixton Cake Shop.
Is that Brixton Cake Shop? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the address of that?
In Herne Hill. Yeah.
Okay. He owns that.
He is the owner of that shop, yes.
Yes. Would you be able to give me a physical description of him, what he looks like?
Yeah.
He has afro. He has a scar in his forehead.
The big chubby
He's got somewhat darkish, blackish fingernails. He has space in his teeth. Like his teeth they have a lot of gaps in them. And
how old he is?
Huh?
Do you know how old he is?
Yes, he's 48, 49, or 50 years old.
Okay. Do you know how tall he is by any chance?
Honestly, I wouldn't lie to you about that. I don't lie. I don't know.
That's fine, no worries. Do you have any contact information for him?
I do. I have a number. I do. 1 second. That would be.
Wow.
Will something come out of this?
Well, so obviously we're not the Home Office. What we do is we send the information through. It can take a few months for them to take action, but the report will go through and they will open their own investigation into it.
Okay, his number is 07 961 078 078.
Wow.
078078 twice at the end, yeah?
078 yes, twice at the end, yes.
I'm not the one, Majesty.
Okay, I'll get this all written for you now. Would you like to remain anonymous or do you want to leave a name and...
Honestly,
I'm on the live.
for now, I want to remain anonymous.
Yes.
But I'm not anonymous. I'm playing it for you guys.
Will something if someone came
When he report a female to her workplace, these big waist matter, don't tell him
It don't matter.
but he
They
do what
take
he
the
will do.
application for
Who
them.
really
It
is
don't matter.
royalty?
So even after they've claimed citizenship, they still are
Guys,
still allowed to go back to that country.
Dwayne is reporting the Bakerboy.
Not if they've changed asylum, not as far as I know of.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm quite sure this person has traveled to a lot of times to the country they ran away from. So I really, you guys need to do what you have to do and get the citizenship revoked and then send it back to his home country ASAP.
Okay, I'll get it set up now, okay?
Thank you.
No worries, have a good
Okay,
day.
you too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Fuck,
The fuck, so anyone who wants to report Majesty to, the number to call is this number. Alright, babies? Call
The number
this
to call?
and report that big stinking batty man.
The number to call?
Oh, Majesty, I'm a British citizen, not by default. Alright? I didn't came here and file for asylum on the false pretense like you did, you big stinking batty man. The number to call is as follows. Let's grab that.
What's the number? What's the number? What's the number, Dwayne? They have.
I'm actually dead.
This
The
battery
number
soon.
is as follows, guys. Anyone wants to report that big stinking batty
The
man?
number is
The number is 0300
0300
123.
123
You know, Mela.
0300 123.
Number. Select on. Cut. I'm gonna pin the number on my post. If anyone wants to report this big nasty Batman, do your thing, people. Do your thing. Do your worst. Only people on the British soil can do this. If you're not on British soil, you can't do a damn thing. So rest a little pussies and stay cute, right? People who's on the British soil, here is the number to call. I'm gonna pin it now, and don't be afraid. He needs to be served.
Don't be afraid, guys.
His shit needs to be revoked so we can go and Jamaica. Go back.
Guys, you
Please
see,
go back. Don't come
he
here.
always
Come act
using
like
that gay
your
card.
God's gift to
I
the
am
fucking
this,
queen.
I am
Go
that,
suck
I am
yourself,
this.
you big dirty
Call this
stinking
number to
batty
report
motherfucker.
Majesty Britches.
And those unscrupulous hoes behind you.
Oh, 300 123
Here,
7000.
call this number
Oh, 300 123
to report
7000. If you want to call the UK immigration number,
British
it is 0300 123 7000. Okay.
They got the +44.
Create contact UK
300.
immigration.
There we go.
UK immigration. IMMIGRATION. Say.
Hey, look at Dr. Batman. I'm relentless. Oh, yes,
This
I'm
is
relentless.
the
Everything
UK
I put my mind to,
immigration
I never
number.
Stop. I will not stop, Majesty. I will not stop. You fucked with the wrong one.
Yes.
I've been told you don't come for me. I told you to leave me alone. But tell that time, leg off my ass. Whoever is saying he is not speaking to immigration, the lady will make... Girl, Elaine, call the number and make a report. It will be sent to the right people, and trust me, an investigation will be conducted if action is required.
Those people are gonna have the worst to say,
Don't worry
and he
yourself.
does
I
the
know what I'm
same
talking
thing.
about. Don't worry your little selves. One thing I don't do, I don't talk with water in my mouth. Understand? I do
know.
not. Majesty can't fuck me. Who's he? Then go and sit down.
Well,
Go and sit down.
Majesty always threatening people. He gonna call immigration and people can't come in at England because he used that gay card. I am gay. I am this. I am that. Why are he doing it? Why is he doing it?
You waste your time? Alright, girl, you waste your time. Don't worry yourself. Let's wait and see.
So we will see what happened. But guys,
Let's
I
wait
know
and
in the
see.
UK,
There's nothing.
if
Let's
you
wait and
claim
see.
asylum
Guys,
at the
I'm giving
basis
you the
of
number
gay,
to call and make a report.
if you're in the UK and you claim asylum on the base of your, if you're a gay or whatever, you can't go back to the country, because I know people that claim that they are lesbian and gay and they can't go back to Jamaica because they claim underneath that system. They claim under that system. So if you file a false application to the UK Border Force and they know that it is a false, that is problem. Listen what Dwayne is
You
saying.
can also do it on gov.uk. You can also make a report on there. But I chose to call the number to speak to someone.
I actually speak Portuguese, but I also speak English. I think
I
English
never
is
hid
cooler. Oh
behind
my
no
God,
damn
how you doing?
Screen to do anything. I did it. I'm gonna come
Thank
on.
you. How you doing?
What I do, and I eat that.
Hi, Kimberly.
The fuck?
How are you?
The fuck?
What? Guys, so much things going on.
You come in live saying that you reported somebody. So the immigration, which is the government business. All right, girl. I get off my page and fuck off. Come off my page. I'm not black. I do what I do. I did what I did. I'm not saying on the probably not gonna try and believe me. So I'm sorry, cool. This is what I did. I make sure I have my evidence so they know it's me do it. I did it. Me, Dwayne Fletcher. I did that. Alright? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Free there. Go and blog about this. Go and blog about a little figure blackboard. Go blog about this. Period. Go and blog about this. I kept on telling you, leave me alone. Leave me alone. See me, don't see me. But no, you feel like you're God's gift to ever since this blood clot 99 gear like a strength. You feel like see his bullbuck and go calling your blood clot, go calling the gradient for your blood clot crutches. And that if you go do. And that if you go do, go and blog about this. Go blackboard this. specific black vote. Understand yourself. Yes, sir? Understand yourself. I never fight for no fake, false asylum under no damn false pretense. And that same country, that very same country to which I fled from for my safety and my alleged sexuality, I'm now returning back to that country. Every so often, me fly in, me fly out, me fly in, me fly out, me fly in. Okay, so the claims that you made previously in terms of asylum, clearly there was no leg standing. You had zero leg standing because this is the very same country you keep on flying in and out of. So clearly, you had zero. You had no case. You only pulled the gay card because you wanted to become a British national, so you could perhaps collect some of the sterling pound, whatever. But baby, don't worry yourself.
I live in the
Don't worry
UK.
yourself.
I don't live in
The best
America.
is yet
I
to
live in
come.
the UK.
Let's wait and hear what
Thank
immigration
you.
has to say about this shit. Go suck yourself. Free there, I'm the wrong one. And anything you feel like you want to do, if you feel froggy, motherfucking leap. If you feel froggy, leap. I like to feel leap. Don't say A, B, or C, just leap. You or any of your blood holes them, leap. Leap. I'm not afraid I don't know who's any of you. Who's any of you? What am I gonna feel like saying me? A fully British national for free that on who's any of you? Who's any of you? Nothing no suffer, yeah. Nothing no suffer like dog. Nothing no catch up in a blood clot one room. Nothing 10 on one blood. You can chat, move for yourself. Move for yourself. When you can't talk to me, no day. No day. One thing I love about my mother, my mother made sure all of her children are citizens of this damn country. Go and sit down. And because our citizenship was not, we never gained that shit under no false pretense. Move for yourself. Can't chat to nobody. Let them see. Let them what exactly are they gonna do? Let them see the damn life. I want them to see it. Come on, them not says me do it. You're an idiot. Go and sit down. Go and sit down. Go and sit the fuck down. Go and sit down. My report still stands. My report still stands. My report still stands. I don't know who you think you're joking. You can't joke, girl. You're not funny. You're not funny. You're far from funny. But you know, when I black you, you're gonna sit right there. You can sit right there. I am not the one. All of you need to know is that me. Anything I do, I calculate that shit. Right? The pros and the cons. Don't fuck with me. Who's any of you? What makes any of you think I'm afraid of you? Who's any of you? Who's any of you? I honored it. Blame on yourself. I honored it. All of you kept egging him on. All of you, yes, Chris, the little leader will go suck on a mother. One thing I know, I never come in this country illegally. I never come here and didn't move for yourself. When I idiot, when I fool, when there's a big set of idiot, you can know the block too.
Let me check something out. UK immigration.
You're pathetic. So
UK immigration. Come here as a gay. Can you go back to your country?
Come off my page. Come off. You're pathetic. How can I like somebody who used to look me and me turn him? You're crazy. Come off my page. If we didn't want him, we could have him and me turn him down. When he can't chat to me, I rejected him. Not one, but 2 times. Shit, but 3 times I rejected like a Batman. Me reject him. When he can't talk to me about it, sir, I could believe him 20,000 times, still reject you. I will always have that over you. I will always have that over you, Majesty. You can't chat to nobody over here, so. Yes, call me Humpty Dumpty. Call me anything. Call me anything you want to call me. But just know say Humpty Dumpty. Sour power me rejected you. Not one.
Very free in UK, and I really
Struggle
love
at the
to live
Elmingham
here
claiming
as
asylum.
what I am.
In Pakistan, Zayn hid that he was transgender. It was only when he came to Scotland this year on a student visa that he began openly living as a man. He's now quit his course, moved to Birmingham, and is claiming asylum.
I know my family, like they are very religious.
So is it persecution that you fear, or is it discrimination?
I am not fleeing because of persecution, but when I told back to my home about my situations, that I am living openly here and I am very happy here, at that moment, I really, very badly threatened from them.
In West London, Mansour has been waiting for 6 years for a final decision on his asylum application. In his home country, Bangladesh, being gay is criminalised, but his claim has been repeatedly rejected.
My first court judge said that because I'm
Carlos,
manufacturing about my
Carlos.
sexuality, but I really don't understand how I gonna be manufacturing about my sexuality.
Mansour and Zain are supported by Mazia Shirali, who runs an organisation for LGBT asylum seekers and disputes any suggestion that some pretend to be gay.
From the background that I came from, it is not.
You see, a lot of them pretend to be gay. They can't go back to their country and all of these things. You understand? Because they put in fake application form. I want you to listen to this. Oh my God.
Easy for yourself to label yourself what puts you in trouble.
But with the asylum backlog at a record high, some agree with the Home Secretary that distinctions need to be made.
We can't tell whether or not these claims being made are legitimate. And we
That's
can sense
true.
from the overall numbers with which we're having to deal that something's gone wrong in the whole system.
Just hours before the Home Secretary spoke, the body of a 24-year-old Eritrean woman was found on a beach near Calais. People remain desperate to reach the UK, despite the warnings from politicians about what might happen when they get here. Becky Johnson, Sky News.
Guys, a lot of people is claiming that they are lesbian, that they are gay, and they are not. And if the Home Office know that they are lying, it could be a problem. So a lot of these people that's come from Jamaica want to live in the UK, claim that they are lesbian and they are gay. And here what some of them are stuck here because they cannot travel because they tell lies that they are lesbian and gays. So you see, it is not good to tell lie like these. It's not good. It's not good. They can't go back to their country because they are lesbian and they are gay and all of these stuff, guys. And you know what? Until today, a lot is going on. Listen to this one. This one said, prove you are gay. How do I prove that I am a gay in the UK? How do you prove? How do you prove that you are gay? But I heard Bakerboy said he go with both. You understand? He go with both. So, prove you are gay. Let me see this one, what it says.
What are some of the unique issues that are affecting LGBTQ plus people that are in the
A gay and a non-gay?
It probably would help if I just clarify some of the terms to start with. So if you're seeking asylum, you're basically asking for permission to stay in a country and to be protected from being sent back to where you're being persecuted. And as many of your listeners will know, there's a lot
This
of
is
persecution
UK,
against
England.
LGBTQI plus people around the world, including the fact that in around 70 countries, same-sex relations are criminalized. So if you're an LGBTQI plus person in this country and you've applied for asylum, you have to prove that you face persecution in your country of origin.
Yes.
And in the case of LGBTQI plus people, that means having to prove that you are LGBTQI plus. And just imagine how hard that must be, even if you're straight or you're...
But if he get his documents on the gay requirement and prove that he can't go back to his country, now he says he's a citizen and he's going back to the country. That is telling me that's a fake one. It's right here.
gender, just having to prove to a complete stranger who holds the decision about your future life in their hands that you are in fact gay or a trans woman, for example.
And that's hard enough getting into a nightclub, for example, to just bring it back to like my world and people listening. Like, you know, we always hear these stories of lesbians being turned away from gay nightclubs because they can't prove that they're a lesbian without kissing someone. It's just so wrong. And that's also happening in the immigration system.
Yeah, and obviously the stakes are incredibly high. And added to that, you know, many of the people that we work with at Rainbow Migration have spent their entire lives hiding the fact that they're a lesbian, for example, because it's not safe. You know, if you're from a society where it's taboo to talk about any form of relationship at all, how on earth are you ever going to be really open about the fact that you're a lesbian or you're bisexual, for example? And then suddenly you come to this country and you apply to stay to keep you safe because possibly in a country of origin someone wants to kill you, and they say, well, okay, but first of all, prove that to us. Prove that you're a lesbian, and prove that there's a risk to you in your country of origin.
And how do people do that?
That's the $1 million question, and it's the one thing we get asked the most: is how do I prove that I am LGBTQI plus? And there's no one answer because it really depends on each individual. So for some people, it might be about the relationships you've had. It might be about your emotions. For some people, it can, you know, you might be able to prove it because you've read a lot of lesbian literature, as happened in the case of one of our service users. So she had a library record to show the kind of reading that she'd been doing. Other people may have attended events such as Pride or gay clubs, for example. Or other people, if they've just spoken to a close friend about it, or in our case, to some of our staff, then someone, if they know them well enough, can write a letter or go to court to say, look, I believe that James is gay, for example, because we've spoken about it at length. He's told me about his relationships and his hopes about the future, for example.
And also,
But don't forget, a lot of them lied. A lot of these people lie that they are this and they are that. You understand? And then when they get their citizenship, they reverse. Oh, I want to go back normal as how I used to be. You understand? Or they swing both ways because people lie all the time.
I guess if you're in those places, you're maybe not safe either if you're LGBT or another minority because you're surrounded by other people.
Why asylum matter for LGBTQ?
Absolutely. It's really dangerous for LGBTQI plus people. You know, we are working with people who have fled persecution because they're LGBTQI plus. Because they're LGBTQI plus, you know, and we're talking about persecution as in not just violence that the state or the government can inflict upon you, such as the death penalty in Iran, which is where my parents are from. It can also be violence at the hands of community members. And so in this country, people are being put in an environment which is very reminiscent of that. If you're living in a hotel where where people around you are openly homophobic, biphobic, or transphobic, you're going to be incredibly scared. We work with trans women who've been in hotels for more than 12 months and they're too afraid to leave their hotel room, for example. So we're really campaigning hard to try to put an end to this and try to make sure that, you know, if you're seeking asylum in this country and you're LGBTQI plus, especially, you need to have somewhere safe to live, somewhere to overcome your trauma, and not somewhere that's just going to remind you of all the horrors that you've just fled.
What is going on with this stop the boats thing? Because I think surely anyone can see that's not going to work. You can't do that. You can't police the water in that way, and people want to come here and seek asylum, and the more difficult they make it with not allowing that to be something that can happen properly, the more this sort of stuff will happen, surely.
That's exactly it. The harder you make it for people to reach a place of safety, the more risky and dangerous routes they will take. A few years ago, a previous government introduced the requirement for airlines to check that people had the right to enter the UK. So that meant it was more difficult for people to come here by plane. You know, people then were coming through the Channel Tunnel, for example, and as they strengthened security there, you had more people who ended up taking other routes. So the reason that people are taking boats is because all other options are being closed down to them. And if you try to stop this, all that will happen is people will be forced into more dangerous routes. The fact is that there is no visa for claiming asylum. So you can't just, for example, if you're a gay man in Uganda, trying to flee this horrendous law that has been passed in that country against LGBTQI plus people, you can't just get a visa to come to the UK to be safe here. And the UK is the former colonial power. So,
guys, I woke up on a video with Dwayne. He reposted that video about people lying, coming to the UK, say they are gays.
There is a damn liar. There is a
But if
damn
you come
liar.
here and say you're a gay and
There is
you're
a
afraid of
damn
your
liar.
country, why would you go back to that country? Why do you go back to that country? It's a
There is a
lie.
damn
And
liar.
the immigration over here is finding out a lot.
I come right back. On now, I my little chat instead. I'm going to go chat. I chat. I'm going to go chat. Yeah. You like the guy here now?
So, oh, the machine is on.
I
Finish dry those clothes.
They try. Them try to tap me. So they try. You know them time girl. You know them time. They don't like go time shoot all day bond them. So they was like one country freak me. Hello.
Don't.
Hello. Nothing's gonna happen. Come talk. Danny told damn liar. Is a damn liar. Me just you want video look while and it brought back some memories. I'm gonna come to come chat. Me not play nothing. In fact, me gonna play that one day, me gonna play that video there, and me gonna chat pan what me know too. I'm in a business, when nobody say me in a business, I don't care. Planks, only better hate me, only better damn hate me. Because me gonna talk, me not start talk my damn truth. And none of you's gonna take my freedom to express myself. Respectful on that.
Form of colonial power. So the only way to get into this country, if you need safety, is through an alternative route, which is going to be very dangerous. And really, what this government should keep people safe, and there's not many safeguards in place once people are inside, either to ensure that people are kept safe, both like in terms of their health and also in terms of safety from other people who are detained and also the staff as well.
And is it mixed in terms of sex, or is it? Do they look at things like gender or who people are, where they're from? Do they think about that at all, or are they just throwing people in because they're like, whatever?
The immigration detention centres are separate.
So guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'm gonna do a lot of research on this gay thing here, okay? Because I know that they have a lot of Jamaican here claim to be lesbian and gays, and they are not. And some of them can't even go back to Jamaica because they tell lie that if they go back, things will happen to them. So you got to be careful the lies that you told, because when you tell lie, it come back to bite you in the backside. Yes, it come back to bite you. So, you know, as Bakerboy always, what he always do, threatening people about they can't come into the country, and you cannot use deception to get what you want. You cannot use deception to get what you want, and it is not good at all. So, you know, as I am reading something here, I'm looking for something here. You know, deception is wrong. Okay? It is wrong. A lot of people here are very evil. Julia, why you greet? And I'm looking at doing old videos, you know? So guess what? I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna do my research. Hi Diane Stewart, how you doing? So I was looking at doing videos with Bakerboy claim to be asylum. But when you claim asylum here, I know you cannot travel back to that country, because the reason why you claim asylum in the first place is because you're running for your life. Your life is in danger. But why claiming asylum that your life is in danger and then you go back to that country proudly everywhere? So that means your life wasn't in danger. Your life wasn't in danger. So a lot of them use, I am a lesbian, I am a gay, and all of these stuff. But yet he is saying otherwise. He have this thing about him. I am a proud gay man, and if you say anything, he reports you, and he use it to threaten people. If people come up against him, oh, you know, I'm a part of the LBC group. They are criminals. A lot of these gay people that they are a part of this LB something, whatever group it is. They are fake. Just as how they put in fake application to prove to claims that they are lesbian and they are gay. They are not lesbian and they are not gay. They are criminals. Because a lot of criminal rings claim to put in application, oh, I am this, I am that. And when they get that thing, then they say, oh, I am no longer a lesbian. Oh, I am no longer a gay. Lie is lie. Lie is lie. You understand? And you have some troublemakers. They use it as a defense. They trouble people. And when people come at them, oh, I am this, I am that. Like how that boy, they got tell my workplace about me is homophobic against him. The boy is wicked. I hear that boy on his live threatening people from Jamaica, but they cannot come to England like a him own England. A him own England? How dare he was threaten Rosalie that he know people in high places? Do you know people in the UK High Commission in Jamaica that you go tell, compare your life? You know people that him going to write letter to the embassy in Jamaica that Rosalie cannot come to the UK. Are you one UK? You go talk about you is a proud gay man. You's no gay, you's lie. You might be gay, but you go both. I heard you on your live. You go with woman and man. Which one are you? Which one are you? Because if you is a straight gay man, what you do with woman? What you do with woman? How comes you have a British passport and Kazim haven't had any? Me hear you say on your live that Kazim cannot pass the life in the UK test. And that life in the UK test is very easy. If you can pass a driving license test, you can pass the life in the UK. That life in the UK, guys, me I go show you the life in the UK test. Me I go show you. You know when the people me help with it, when they come and question them, me I go show you life in the UK. Life in the UK test. See it here, life in the UK test, yeah? Guys, you can download it on your phone. You can study it on your phone and all of these stuff. Him say Kazim go and Kazim fail. You got to tell me say life in the UK test.
People who have experienced a flight delay of 3 hours.
And him come and talk about it, you know.
Until now, many people did not.
Life in the UK. Exam 1. What are 2 responsibilities that you will have as a British citizen or permanent resident of the UK? To look after the area in which you live and the environment, to look after yourself and your family, to stay in the UK forever, to promote work in your local community.
What are the 2 responsibilities?
If you wish to be a permanent resident or citizen of the UK, you should respect and obey the law, look after yourself and your family, respect the rights of others, including their right to their own opinions, treat others with fairness, and look after the area in which you live and the environment. Where is the Big Ben located? Buckingham Palace, the Tower of London,
Trafalgar Square, the House of Parliament,
the Houses of Parliament.
Those are the
The
questions.
correct answer is Big Ben is the nickname for the great bell of the clock at the Houses of Parliament in London.
These are the
When were
tests.
men and women given the right to vote at the age of
21,
1918,
18, 1903, 1928, 1923.
1923.
Which one?
The correct answer is, shortly before Emmeline's death in 1928, women were given the right to vote at the age of 21, the same as men.
These are the
Where
tests.
is the UK geographically located? Southwest of Europe, northeast of Europe,
Those are the answer.
west of Europe, or southeast of Europe? The correct answer is, the UK is located in the northwest of Europe. Who is the patron saint of Scotland? St. David,
St. Patrick, St. George, St. Andrew.
St. Andrew.
Which one?
The correct answer is, the patron saint of Scotland is St. Andrew, which is celebrated on the 30th of November.
And you gonna tell me, say, Kazim don't know these?
Which two houses fought in the War of the Roses? The House of Chester,
The House of York, the House of Lancaster, the House of Newcastle.
the House of Newcastle.
What is the correct one? You tell me. Guys, the House of York and the House of Lancaster. Guys, you're going to tell me, say, Kazim. He say, Kazim, don't pass and go twice. Guys, these are, because these are the questions. You understand? These are the questions. You get 24 questions. And you study them, but every year something changes in them. You have year 25, British life in the UK. You have 1,000, whatever. Guys, it's on your phone. It is on your phone. Life in the UK. It is easy. It's like A, B, and you tick true or false. You understand? True or false. You're going to tell me, say, Kazim can't pass, something no right there, so. Something no right. You can't have your indefinite leave to remain how long? And you, only way you can go bypass the life in the UK if you're over 60 and you cannot read whatsoever. But something is not right here. So guys, I am going to love you and leave you. Are we going to come about immigration, life in the UK test? Is it easy or is it not? To me, life in the UK is very, very easy. Once you study it, you will pass. If you can pass a driving test, why can't you pass life in the UK? Why can't you pass life in the UK? They will ask question, when was Queen Elizabeth die? When her husband died? When did you get independent from that? It is easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay? It is easy. It is not hard. Guys, I am going to love you and I'm going to leave you. Hi, Sophie, long time, my girl. How are you? I am fine, Clark. I am fine. I am talking about life in the UK test. This phone is going to die. And guys, once you study life in the UK test, you will never fail. Because to me, the driving may be harder than the life in the UK. Because the life in the UK test consists of true or false. And you have 4 questions and you tick 1. You understand? And when you study on your phone, the answer is right there. The answer is right there. So if you do the life on the UK on your phone, anything you get wrong, they will show you the right answer. So there's no way you're supposed to be getting it wrong if you are studying the life in the UK. You understand? When he said, oh, Kazim cannot pass the life in the UK, but they spend so much time on phone. The time you're spending on your phone, that's the time you should put the life in the UK. Guys, my battery on YouTube is below 5%, so it's going to strip out now. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I'll come back later. I'm going to charge up my phone.